So as we are about to start, I will now pass the floor to Mr. Marco Teixeira, the Global Coordinator for the Global Program for the Implementation of the Doha Declaration at the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, who will be our moderator for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roberta. It is my pleasure to welcome you all today for this important event. It is for us an important high-level dialogue meeting between the judiciaries of Iraq and the State of Qatar. And I would like start by thanking all of you for prioritizing this meeting, and especially during these challenging times, which show actually your dedication on strengthening the cause of judicial integrity. A special thanks to Honorable President Zirad, Honorable Chief Justice Al-Mu'anavi, the representatives of the permanent missions to the United Nations, also the representatives of the judiciary present here today. As you all know, this meeting takes place on the occasion of Iraq becoming one of the training sites, more specifically the 60th training site of the Global Judicial Integrity Network for the implementing the tools and the Judicial Ethics Training Tools. This is one of the flagship initiatives of the network, and we are actually most pleased to welcome you to this growing number of the judiciaries worldwide. And I will ask Christina to share the slide. Now, this is how it looks like, the different jurisdictions worldwide that they are actually members of the training sets. And as you can see, now we are with a count of 66. So a very fast growing pace of judiciaries worldwide that want to join the Global Judicial Integrity Network and use its tools. I would like also to emphasize the great successes of the Global Judicial Integrity Network will not be possible without the great support of the State of Qatar and obviously its judiciary, which is the donor and the main partner for the global program for the implementation of the Doha Declaration. So our deepest gratitude for your support. And of course, the continuation of the excellent collaboration from the Honorable Chief Justice Al-Mu'anavi from the State of Qatar, and his contribution that go beyond the network. It's of key importance also to note from our side that Justice Al-Mu'anavi is also a member of the advisory board of the network, and obviously he's been benefiting from his guidance and also his substantive expertise that allow us to continue to move forward with the creation of new knowledge products, and notably the one on the role of the judicial immunities on safeguard judicial integrity and independence. I would also like to thank you, Honorable Chief Justice and his office, because recently, I think the time passes fast, but it was the biggest gathering of judges under United Nations auspices. So in February 2020, Qatar hosted obviously 700 participants from 118 countries. That is our high-level meeting, and it's obviously a benchmark worldwide on discussing judicial integrity and also the role of the Global Judicial Integrity Network. A big thank you also for you and for the State of Qatar and the Judiciary of Qatar for receiving us in Doha last February. I'm also pleased to see representatives from both judiciaries, Iraq and the State of Qatar, that are committed to contribute to play a global effort to promote judicial integrity. And of course, we count on your support and your guidance to move this further. Currently, we are facing new challenges, but we need to continue to work together to find solutions, to overcome those challenges and create new opportunities to boost innovation, creativity, and also building new partnerships. And this is also, I think, the spirit of this meeting, to build new partnerships and continue to promote the dialogue and find common solutions. Common dialogue and peer support is key element of the Global Judicial Integrity Network. And of course, in particularly, the judicial ethics training and various emerging judicial integrity issues are important to be discussed, and the Global Judicial Network is obviously a platform to continue to have these discussions. I would like also to quote, to finalize my intervention, our Secretary General, and Christina will share a slide from our Secretary General, and basically says that multilingualism is key for the Global movement to make, obviously, UN closer to all the member states and allow the peer-to-peer interaction between member states. And it's part of the overall umbrella of the Agenda for Sustainable Development. And obviously, this is part to make it our community and our world stronger. And in this spirit of multilingualism is why we are also pleased to have Iraq joining our Global Judicial Integrity Network. And to finalize from my side, the Secretary General mentioned in his recent speech under the 76th anniversary of the United Nations, and he mentioned the following: we must transform our global system into a global partnership. And this is in the spirit of this partnership that we meet today. And of course, we're looking forward to continue to discuss with all of you and hear your views and the way we move forward. Without further ado, Roberta, I'll give you the floor now back to you, also to walk us through what we have been doing in terms of the Global Judicial Integrity Network. Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marco, for giving me the floor. Good morning, everyone. I am Roberta Solis, the Judicial Integrity Team Leader at the Global Program for the Implementation of the Doha Declaration, which acts as the Secretariat of the Global Judicial Integrity Network. It is a great pleasure to address the participants and distinguished members of the judiciaries and the permanent missions of the Republic of Iraq and of the State of Qatar in this first high-level policy dialogue on judicial integrity and ethics training facilitated by the Global Judicial Integrity Network. I would like to provide some brief information about the network's tools and work on judicial ethics training. It is indeed wonderful to welcome the Judiciary of the Republic of Iraq to the group of now 66 training sites worldwide. We are certain that with your participation and the support of the State of Qatar, we will soon have a much larger group of Arabic-speaking judiciaries and judges benefiting from our training tools. The Judicial Ethics Training Tools of the network provide judges with a solid understanding of the Bangalore principles of judicial conduct and on how to navigate the emerging challenges to judicial integrity, such as the ethical challenges associated with the use of social media by judges. The package comprises an e-learning course that judges can complete at their own pace and receive a certificate of completion at the end, a self-directed course, which is the PDF or offline version of the e-learning course, in case judges experience any internet issues, and a trainer's manual, which helps judicial trainers in organizing workshops to deepen the knowledge acquired through the other tools, and in tailoring these workshops to the specific needs and circumstances of their own jurisdictions, bringing the international standards closer to the realities of each jurisdiction. All the tools are available in Arabic on the website of the network, and any judge can access them. To this date, 6,700 judges and members of the judiciary worldwide have been involved in the implementation of the tools. The website of the network also has a dedicated page for the focal points of our training sites, so they can share information about the trainings they have organized based on the tools as a way to promote peer learning and peer support among the group of training sites. We look forward to soon updating this page with information from the Judiciary of the Republic of Iraq on their activities to implement the trainings, and we stand ready at the Global Judicial Integrity Network to continue to support you in your efforts to promote judicial ethics trainings and to strengthen judicial integrity. Thank you very much, and back to you, Marco.
Thank you, Roberta, for walking us through what we have been doing, and of course, naturally, what is the training tools available and resources under the Global Judicial Integrity Network. Now, we'll move to the next part of our agenda, and we'd like to hear now from the judiciaries and the permanent mission of the Republic of Iraq and the State of Qatar in the celebrations of the Iraq's involvement as the 60th training site, and to discuss how to strengthen our efforts to promote judicial ethics training, the regional and global priorities for judicial integrity, and how the Global Judicial Integrity Network can continue to support your efforts and our efforts globally. Without further ado, I have the great pleasure to give the floor to Honorable Dr. Faik Ziad Khalaf, President of the Supreme Judicial Council of the Republic of Iraq, for his remarks on behalf of the Judiciary of Iraq. Your Excellency, please, you have the floor.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سيادة الدكتور حسن المهندي.
Name of Allah, Your Excellency Muhammad Muhannad, the President of Judicial Council of Qatar, distinguished participants, peace be upon you. I'm very pleased, along with my colleagues of the judges, competent with a judicial with integrity, to contribute to this, the high level, commemorating the membership of Iraq to the network of the global network of judicial integrity, and extend my thanks to my colleague Hassan Mohandi and Marco Dixira and all the ladies and gentlemen participating, and for their unremitting efforts to consolidate the efforts of the network and consolidating the principles of work. We are very pleased that we are contributors in supporting those efforts, endeavoring to elevate the capacity of judicial bodies in the framework of judicial integrity, and also elevation of the efficiency. The High Judicial Council commends the efforts exerted by the global network of judicial integrity, and also supports all the criteria in the field of anti-corruption and consolidation of judicial integrity on the all fields. This network now has become the platform allowing all states to discuss the challenges that confront the judicial systems, and it's a window for exchange of ideas, coordinating international efforts, and also providing successful solutions to any problems or challenges facing the judicial bodies to reach the best practices, safeguarding effectivity of judicial systems with transparency and integrity. In this spirit, the Supreme Council of Judiciary is keen on participating of the network that were convened in Doha, and we were honored to meet with the judges on those meetings. And the Iraqi mission represented its opinions in some issues tackled by this meeting through their interventions and their commentaries of the Iraqi mission, and also the action papers. And also a cooperation agreement was signed with exchange of experiments with the sister Qatar, and we are looking forward to implement all the recommendations and the outputs of the Doha Declaration with the readiness of all support and all forms thereof. And this would be a very integral part of the international efforts and the efforts of the network of judicial integrity. And we stress that the resolutions of the meetings of Doha and all the applications of the Bangalore recommendations that lay down the principles for the judicial approach. So the integrity of judiciary is a very input for safeguarding human rights and for a judicial and fair prosecution of individuals. Iraq really endeavored adopting Article 1 as stressing the independence of judiciary, and this is related to the Iraqi constitution, stressing this independence and relying that the Iraqi judiciary is very independent, and also stressing also that all Iraqi judges are committed to neutrality, impartiality, and integrity, reaffirmed by Articles 2 and 3 of Bangalore, as the law of judicial supervision, that the judge must be really adopting the principles of integrity with an attitude respecting and honoring its job. Also, the Judicial Oversight Committee sees the complaints and disputes, and also investigations are taking place whether there is a judge is involved who violated one of his roles. The Supreme Council for Judiciary in Iraq reinforces the international efforts for a change of experiences for raising the efficiency through the workshops, where there are many aspects of cooperations between the High Judicial and the EU and international organization for training a plethora of numbers of judges to enhance the abilities of judges. Also, the Judicial Institute component with the judicial system had a 2-year training, theoretical and practically. Also, in addition to another institute, which is the Judiciary Development, focusing on training judges, and the best practices and studying approaches are available and supervised by the best judges and professors using the prepared methodology. Also, the Supreme Judicial Council is very ready to cooperate in this respect. As for the other aspects of women, the Council really endeavored to strengthen the role being playing the role of a judge, and also to be in charge and empowering women to hold judiciary positions. And the number of female judges reached 116 in comparison with the period before 2003. There were about 18 female judges. Those efforts stressed on the pari passu principle to facilitate all the procedures to enable women and to enroll them in the Judicial Institute. Also, regarding the female judges, are working in many specialties in Iraqi courts, whether criminal or civil. And the efforts really resulted that a special society for female judges, representing a gathering of female judges to coordinate their efforts and bridging the cooperation with counterparts. This is also a very good instrument to empower the female judges. Also, this union was joined with an international union, so Iraq becomes the 4th state after Morocco state and Yemen. In the end, I extend my thanks to all distinguished ladies and gentlemen on the commemorating of the anniversary, and the best of luck. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you, Ronald, for your intervention. I have also a great pleasure to give the floor to Honorable Dr. Hassan bin Laden Al-San Al-Monadi, President of the Court of Cassation and the Supreme Judicial Council of the State of Qatar, and also member of Advisory Board of the Global Judicial Integrity Network, for his remarks on behalf of the Judicial State of Qatar. Your Excellency, thank you for joining us and for all the support for the network. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Marco. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أولا أود الترحيب
And you, and I would like to welcome everyone in this significant event, during which I'm very pleased, which is the inaugurating of the training website of the activities of the Global Judicial Network of Judicial Integrity. I'm very pleased that a year has lapsed after hosting the high-level conference in Doha. and we were honored to have you. We wish the best of health for you amid the pandemic. And despite the challenges, the network proved that it's an international platform for judicial cooperation and legal cooperation. We are very much pleased that during the presidency that the first center for training in the Arabic language will be inaugurated, which represents a launch by Iraq and Baghdad under the auspices of His Excellency Faiq Zidan, the President of Judicial Iraqi system. We really honor the legal and judicially heritage of Iraq, the state of Hammurabi, the state of law. We are very pleased this platform is actually a gathering of judicial Arab judges, and also to leverage from the capabilities of this network. Maybe they don't speak English. This availability of Arabic is an advantage per se, and this will be also an advantage to all judicial systems in the Arab region. I commend and extend my thanks to His Excellency Faiq Zidan for the profound presentation of the Iraqi experiment. We are very pleased with it, and we are really looking forward to moving forward. And also, I extend my thanks to UNODC, represented by Marco and Roberta and all their colleagues, and extend my thanks to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Iraq, and also Qatar, and the permanent mission. And finally, I wish, and I'm very confident, that this center being in Iraq, under the auspices of our brother Faiq Zidan, is an advantage, and hopefully we are going to get acquainted with the results and get the best benefit. Now, thank you very much, and also extend the thanks of all the Qatari people, wishing you the best of health.
Especially Dr. Oman Ghani for also his support and also your personal commitment to promote the Global Judicial Integrity Network in the quality of the presidency of the high-level meeting. So very much appreciated from our side. We will continue to another key part of our efforts, and I have the great pleasure to give the floor now to His Excellency Ambassador Bakr Fatah Hussein, a permanent representative of Republic of Iraq, for his remarks, and also our appreciation to the permanent mission. Also, Mr. Firas that join us. It's also very instrumental to have this high-level policy dialogue. Your Excellency Ambassador, you have the floor.
أسعد الله صباحكم جميعا أصحاب المعالي السادة الرؤساء سلطات قضائية محترمة.
Good morning, everyone. Peace and blessing of God be upon you. We are pleased today to be participating with you in celebrating the fact that Iraq has joined the international network, which is considered one of the main pillars of implementing the Doha Declaration. Allow us first to express our thanks for the efforts that the UNODC is endeavoring and following up on the implementation of all the programs, and we would like to express our thank for the support of the State of Qatar for implementing this program, and especially within the international network, which has a large amount of reflection on enhancing the integrity of judicial authorities around the world in order to help them to face all the challenges and the problems that might face all the workers in the judiciary system. Ladies and gentlemen, the enhancing of the integrity and fighting corruptions is considered more important than fighting terrorism, because also the corruption might be one of the most hard things to do, and fighting corruption, we are working on this in collaboration with all our partners and friends in Vienna with the help of the UNODC, in order to ensure that we give national incentives for all the judicial authorities, especially that we need to know what are the main needs and what are the main challenges that the public institutions are facing in fighting corruption, since it is a long work, because the systems were corrupted. And also we are helping continuously and participating in all the international dialogues and that are going on in order to enhance fighting corruption and restoring money. And we have made a lot of progress with our partnership, especially with the STAR initiatives, in order to regain and restore the looted money.
المعالي واصحاب السعاده المحترمون، اننا نتطلع قدما الى تعزيز التواصل.
Your Excellencies, we are looking forward to strengthen the fruitful cooperation with the esteemed UNODC, also the team of the in charge of implementation of Doha Declaration, that we hope that the joining of Iraq that will contribute to the capacity building for the interest of Iraq, and the active contribution to strengthen integrity and to cross all the challenges. And also you can depend on the support of the permanent mission to make all the activities successful, and all the activities rendered by the UNODC in Iraq and all arenas and according to jurisdictions of the esteemed office. In conclusion, allow me to extend my thanks and gratitude to the strenuous efforts made by the UNODC, and please, we wish you the best wishes for your work, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. It's always a pleasure with you and your commitment and your support as permanent representative. It's for us reassuring that we'll continue to move together with Iraq. So a big thank you to being with us, and to your team also, to Mr. Firas also to be with us. Thank you very much. With a great pleasure to give the floor to Mr. Abdullah Nasser Al-Haji, Secondary Secretary and Chargé of Affairs of the State of Qatar, for his remarks, and also thank you for joining us. It's usual to have you with us, which symbolizes the support of your country. And allow me also to ask you to express our appreciation not only to your presence, but also to His Excellency the Ambassador Al-Mansouri for his support. So, Excellency, you have the floor. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
In the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate, dear President, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Dr. Hassan Al-Hassan Al-Muhannadi, President of the Court of Cassation and the Supreme Judicial Council of the State of Qatar, and the Honorable President of Supreme Judicial Council of the Republic of Iraq. We in Iraq, we did all the training tool in Qatar, and this training tool was launched by the network during the declaration of Doha. Also, I would like to thank the UNODC for all their efforts in implementing the international program, and they are now a role model for all the countries around the world. I would like also to thank Mr. Marco Teixeira for taking care of this program, international program. Mr. President, the activities of the international program were successful in developing the mechanism of the UNODC. And this program has also new tools in training and developing all the capacities and capabilities of the countries in these fields and in fighting the crimes. Also, it enhanced the preparedness of the member state, especially the developing country, in fighting organized crime and drugs and terrorism as well. Also, since we have evidence, judicial evidence, and this program helped us to implement the Sustainable Development Program of the United Nations. Now, with Qatar, State of Qatar and Iraq, we confirm that we are working on implementing the Doha Declaration, and we would like to strengthen our commitment, our common commitment, in order to enhance the judicial authorities, and also in order to to enhance integrity as well and to be just. In this event, I would like to say that the State of Qatar is proud to be a donor and to be a partner in this program with several countries. And this program helped in developing the judicial authorities and to reform prisons and jails and prepare and train more than 1,000 prosecutors and judges, in addition to all the other achievements in training and teaching young people in fighting corruption and organized crime. I would like to focus that the State of Qatar will continue to support this program in order to fight the crime and to enhance the criminal justice. We would like to call upon the UNODC in this opportunity to continue disseminating and continuing this heritage, since it is a role model and a model for the successful cooperation and a partnership and collaboration between all the member states. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your intervention. And also thank you very much for the strong partnership with the State of Qatar. We are also very pleased to have the State of Qatar as one of our partners and a main partner in our program. A next part of our meeting. And now we have the pleasure to hear from some of the judges of the Republic of Iraq on the opportunities in the area of judicial integrity and judicial ethics trainings, and in particularly in the context of the Global Judicial Integrity Network and its judicial training program. In that sense, I have the pleasure to give the floor to Honorable Dean Jafar Lafta, Senior Judge of CAFA Investigation Court of the Republic of Iraq. Your Honor, you have the floor. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Peace and blessing of God be upon you. First of all, we would like to thank the UNODC and the Supreme Judicial Council in the State of Qatar for giving us this opportunity to enhance the efforts and the capabilities of the court and judicial system in the state of Iraq, and to show its role that it's implementing the principles of integrity in the judicial work. We know that there are several challenges facing the judicial system in Iraq, and therefore the Supreme Judicial Council is working on developing the judicial system in order to make the justice system and judicial system independent. The Judicial Supreme Council also is working on implementing the United Nations Human Rights Declaration, so that everyone has the right to have a fair and public trial. And this is one of the main principles of the human rights, and for everyone to have the opportunity to resort to justice. The Supreme Judicial Council works with all its power in order to achieve the integrity and the independence of the judicial system, in order to implement the sovereignty principle for the justice and to practice the justice according to the knowledge of the laws and far away from any other incentives. We are working, and the judges are working, without any favoritism between both parties, and this confirms that we should not give any favoritism, and we should not differ between the two fighting parties based on any religious or any other ethnic knowledge. In addition to that, we need to treat all the resorting to the justice with respect and according to the laws. The Judicial Supreme Court developed and enhanced the international also tools, and we used all the technical resources, and we used all the support that we have received in order to enhance the integrity and the transparency, and also we increased the capabilities of the judicial system for the public interest benefit. We also worked on making all the judicial decision fair for everyone, and we worked on revising all the laws and the judicial system and everything that it needs to enhance its performance. Since the activities of the judicial system are very important in having integrity and in developing the work of the judicial system and ensuring that it's fair for everyone. The Judicial Supreme Court worked hard on enhancing the principle of fairness and equality between all the people. Based on the law of 2017 regarding to the work of the Judicial Supreme Council, we worked on enhancing the article related to define the ethics in the judicial system and the behaviors of the judicial system, which are very important in achieving the work of the judicial system. We also defined several terminology in order to enhance the comprehensiveness and to enhance the knowledge of the judges, and in order to ensure that the judge is responsible for implementing the laws and to be neutral and to achieve equality between all the parties, as well as to treat all the parties with fairness and equality and respect. This developed the concept of law and the concept of fairness, and so the Judicial Council also worked on developing also all the resolutions and also developed the work and the activities of all the jurisdictions. And also we achieved and we give the right to train and teach the judges on everything that's updated around the world. In addition to that, we also worked on accepting all the applications for the Judicial Academy. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your intervention and your insight. Now I have the pleasure to give the floor to Honorable Assaid Mossad Tounad, judges of Rusfa Investigation Court, competent in integrity cases from the Republic of Iraq, for his insights. Honorable, you have the floor, please. Thank you.
In the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate, thank you so much for Dr. Faiq Leidan, the head of the Judicial Council in Iraq, for giving an overview for the experience of Iraq, for the integrity and ethics in the judicial system in Iraq. We would like to thank him so much because he talked on a very important point for the Judicial Supreme Court, which is the empowering of women in Iraq and give them the opportunity to take their role and play their role on an equal basis with men, and to work in the judicial system, in the civil and penal court as well. In fact, in the Judicial Supreme Council, we focus on the fact that the judge should be professional and should be independent from all his references and his background, whether geographic background or religious or ethnic. And I think this is one of the most challenges that all the judges are facing around the world. It's very hard to have a judge that's totally independent. So we need to work on all the judicial ethics. And I think that when the judge is professional, the judiciary system can deal with the judicial file and deploy all the efforts. And so all the people will have their rights regardless and without any discrimination based on religion, ethics, or background. So we are proud to be part of the network, and we are ready to have all the training that this organization, the UNODC, decides, and we would like to be an effective part of this training and to participate and to enhance also and to share our experience with the network at the level of how to find a solution and resolve any conflicts. I think it's very important that the network is a tool to measure the impact of their trainings and the impact of the ethics in the judicial systems around the world, and to be a tool to measure how much these systems and these authorities are committed to implement the Bangalore principles for judicial ethics. I also hope that to have feedbacks that help the judicial system in enhancing their performance. And so when we know about this feedback, it will be so beneficial in order to improve the work for the judicial system, especially for the institutions that are considered as main partners for the organization. I would like also to focus on one main thing that we need, that the ethics and the judicial ethics and judges' ethics should be one and should be standardized around the world. And all the judges should have the same understanding on how to use the laws in order to achieve equalities. And so we would like to ask ourselves, what do we want from this help? Do we want that the help to be a knowledge help or guiding help? And so the Judicial Supreme Council is working on making this support and this help as a guiding help. And we hope that the ethics around the world would be standardized and would be unified, and we hope that Iraq would be efficient and effective in the future in enhancing the work and adding to the principles of all the judiciary systems around the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your reflection, and we do hope to be part of that journey that your country and your judiciary is doing to promote ethics and integrity, and also to support your efforts in your country. It's our pleasure. From my side, a few points. I think I would like to thank all of you for your remarks and comments. This is certainly, this meeting, another proof of your commitment to the objectives of the network. And we have noted all the interest points that were put into this from the different interventions, and for sure, from the network side, we try to materialize those thematic priorities. I also like to assure UNODC's continuous commitment to support you, all the member states, in the efforts of strengthening judicial integrity and obviously build strong and resilient justice institutions. As we all agree, the judicial ethics and judicial ethics training are areas that are of great merit and deserves great attention. As well, we will continue to design with all of you target actions and obviously produce relevant resources to support and equip judges with better knowledge and skills to resist any ethical challenges that acts and they will be confronted with in their functions. I look forward obviously to support Iraq on its plans to implement the Judicial Ethics Training Tool, and of course, thank Iraq again and the State of Qatar and the Judiciary of Qatar for the role they are playing on the Global Judicial Integrity Network. For sure, there will be a lot of opportunities of collaboration during 2021 and beyond. And we do hope that we continue to have your support and your commitment to move forward this agenda. But in any case, what is important is the commitment and the heart that we put in our efforts, and this is what we take definitely from this meeting. I want to thank all of you for your time, and without further ado, with your permission, I will consider this meeting closed, and again, speak to all of you soon. Thank you.